One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Utah Utes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Brigg. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Got the quick pass. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Parker. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base
breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Keeps looking downfield. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
It's complete to the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Utah! They put the first points on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position game.
There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well give it to him again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the old...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Castellanos. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Wants to fire on second down. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Release to the back. This time he's got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Calls his own number. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Caught near the sticks, it's White. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Pressure coming. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Gets it out fast. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work?
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
From the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the Utes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Look out, he's got room. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked for the Wildcat. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They get him down to this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. The Seminoles are on the move. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Goes to the option. Power football with the run. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rush is on him. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the down on that throw for the big completion?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Utes can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return to the defense, comes out on top with a pick.
And that's just the force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
To throw, it's Sperry. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Utes. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Grab near the marker, it's Robinson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw at Sperry. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Utah! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Flips it out to the back. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks, it's White. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's White. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chance on third down at the Doak. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 35.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Makes the grab.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Ball down at the 7-yard line. A nice return after the pick has him in business.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Back to pass, it's Berry. Gets it out quickly. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Holmes. Got room to work. Gets it past the marker. Turning on the Jets. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He'll toss it. Hard running there. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. He caught it! These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Handoff to the single back. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Dampier. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested kicks.
Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take it. This drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. Breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
That's caught. It's Robinson.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Robinson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Touchdown Seminoles. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
It'll be third and long. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. The quick out. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. up top again. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite him. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a double.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Breaks the tackle. Finding open areas. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, and this is great offense. You want to finish it. You want to finish the drill with your offense on the field and that clock ticking. Nice job converting on third down and basically salting this game away.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting